Mali's coup leader responds to international pressure hours before an ultimatum issued by the Economic Community of Western African States expired. Captain SANOGO restored the constitution.
As of today, we are committed to restore the 1992 Constitution and all the institutions of the Republic. However, given the multi-dimensional crisis we face, we will need a transition period to preserve the national unity. We will start talks with all political entities to put into place a transitional body that will oversee free and transparent elections in which we won't take part.
The military leaders are now working out the details of the final deal with the envoy from Burkina Faso, which will likely include immunity for the coup leader and details on a transitional government that will run the country in the short term.
The whole situation is, of course, extremely difficult and had very, very negative effects on the situation in Mali. But what I hear today here has some encouragement. So I'm less pessimistic than 2 days ago.
But SANOGO's promise to restore stability by bringing back the constitution and preparing the country for elections doesn't disguise the reality of a country in disarray. What began as a rebellion in some northern towns now threatens to divide the country. Tuareg rebels are fighting for an independent homeland known as Azawad. They captured the largest garrison town in the north, Gao, on Saturday. A day later, the rebels have taken the ancient city of Timbuktu. ECOWAS says it will interfere militarily in the north only when the coup leaders step aside, and the Tuaregs have warned the regional bloc against any military intervention, threatening to fight till the end to defend their land. The West African regional bloc, ECOWAS, may have to find a way out of the crisis before it decides to use military force against the Tuaregs and the radical group of Ansar-ud-Din, widely thought to have strong links with Al-Qaeda in northern Africa. Hashem Ahelbarra, Al Jazeera, Bamako.
And we can go live to Bamako for an update with Hashem. Now, Hashem, a couple of things to talk about. First thing is this, well, I think we can call it a U-turn. The military junta saying, yes, we'll put the constitution back in place and we'll hand power back to civilians. Give us your take on that.
Well, this is the commitment that they have made, and they said they will respect and honor that commitment. But also we do understand that now they're trying to secure more guarantees from the international community and from Burkina Faso, which has been playing an instrumental role in securing the deal. They would like to get some immunity from prosecution for the leadership of the coup. They would like also to agree with the political parties here about who should be entitled to run the country for the transition and then lay the ground for elections. But we're getting a sense here among the Malian people that it's going to be extremely difficult to hold elections which were due to take place in about a month from now, with most of 1/3 of the country now under the control of the Tuaregs.
So is it almost an admission, Hashem, that whilst they went in big, there was a military coup, they got everyone's attention, that it wasn't going to work practically, especially with the pressure coming from the surrounding countries under the banner of ECOWAS?
Absolutely. They told them that there's no way we can help you unless you step aside, unless you restore the constitutional order, legitimate authority which has been in place, and then we can tackle the problems that your country faces. Particularly, you're talking about areas which are under the control of the rebels and also of the Ansar-ud-Din. Now, basically, a vast territory now has been completely lost to the rebels, and the international community, particularly the ECOWAS, said we won't commit boots on the ground unless there is a constitutional authority in the country. The problem now is, even with the restoration of this legitimacy, it's going to be extremely difficult to solve the problems of the north within the weeks to come, with the Tuaregs pretty much entrenched in their own area, saying that they will fight till the end.
That's Hashem Ahelbarra live in Bamako in Mali for us. Thanks, Hashem.